9 from the KFNN Financial News Desk, I'm Renee York.
The views expressed on the following program do not necessarily reflect the views of KFNN staff, management, or advertisers, and do not represent an offer to buy or sell any securities. It's time for the Real Estate Power Hour, brought to you by Arizona Investment Link. To join the show, call now, 602-324-KFNN. That's 602-324-5366. Or outside the Phoenix area at 1-800-293-KFNN. Now, make sure your seatbelts are fastened and your chair is in the upright position, because it's time for the Real Estate Power Hour with Jason LaFleche and Brandon Cox.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Real Estate Power Hour, a live interactive show right here on your station, 1510 KFNN. I'm Jason LaFleche with Arizona Investment Link. Brandon Cox is out in Arkansas at a family reunion. Like, that's more important than the radio show. I mean, we got JP Dada sitting here from Entrust, Arizona. We're doing our 2-hour marathon today. Are you tuckered out yet, or are you ready to go?
I'm ready to rock. Jason. It's different. We just, changed seats. We were on my show just a moment ago, so now I get to get a different perspective.
Isn't that weird? When's the last time you sat on that side of the table?
It's probably been about a year and a half at least.
Yeah, it's. I think I've done it 3 times in 7 years, and it's a weird feeling.
Yeah.
But now I feel like I'm back at home. I'm trying to get Brandon Cox to call in because after all, we have people that tune in just to hear his voice and probably watch him online and see kind of his half-shave head. So I can get on him a little bit without him being here. So we'll see if he calls in the show. But nevertheless, hey, get a hold of us. We are trustee foreclosure auction experts at Arizona Investment Link. Check us out online at arizonainvestmentlink.com or give us a call at 602-369-4663. To call in live to the show, 602-324-5366. Again, it's 602-324-5366. So to continue our 2-hour marathon, JP Donna's here. You are an integral part when it comes to Arizona Investment Link and several of our clients that use you guys to self-direct their retirement funds. So welcome to the show.
Thank you very much for having me, Jason. I really appreciate it.
You got it. You gotcha. So why don't we pick up where we left off? I know there's a lot of people that were just listening to your show over the last hour. We do the foreclosure auctions. Now, there's a lot of people out there that just don't have that liquid cash in the bank. But with you guys being a locally owned company, right up in Desert Ridge area there?
That's right, Tatum and the 101.
Yeah, right off the 101 in Tatum. People are able to actually utilize their retirement funds and kind of knock the dust off those retirement funds a bit and put them into these properties that we're getting at auction at the courthouse steps. I mean, a lot of these homes, JP, I don't know if I've told you or not, I mean, $20-$30 a square foot.
Right.
It's incredible. But now, can just the average person utilize you guys? Is it an LLC? Is it individual? How does all that work?
Absolutely. Yes, anybody who has an IRA or is looking to establish a retirement account can obviously work with my company. We are located, like you mentioned, here on the northwest corner of Tatum and the 101. But, typically what I hear from people is I didn't know I had other options, other investment choices within my retirement account. Contrary to what most people hear or have been told by their advisors or trusted professionals, most Americans believe that you have to purchase stock market-based investments with these types of tax-favored portfolios. And that's simply just not the case. This is not something new or new regulation or some new loophole. This has been the way that the U.S. government has allowed investors to invest their money since IRAs were established in the mid-1970s. So the reality is basically that, and it's very important for your listeners to understand, especially because I'm assuming they're real estate investors, is if you have money in a 401k, profit-sharing plan, IRA, and you'd like to tap those dollars and use them to take advantage of some of the incredible opportunities down at the trustee sales with your company, they can do that within their IRA. So we're not talking about taking a distribution out of your account and paying taxes and possibly penalties like most financial planners will tell their clients they'll have to do if they want to invest in real estate. These are with us at Entrust Arizona, you're actually purchasing those investments within your account.
That's awesome. So get a hold of JP Dada at Entrust Arizona, which is ENTRUST Arizona.com, www.entrustarizona.com, or give them a call at 480-306-8404. Now, we talk week in and week out that our strategies at the Trustee Sales, JP, are fix and flip, where people can, we're averaging 45 to 60 days. Now, that's from picking it up at auction, previewing the property, rehabbing it, the whole 9 yards, putting it on the MLS, selling it to close of escrow, on average 45 to 60 days. Now, let me ask you this. We talk a lot about the buy and hold strategy for cash flow as well, which in today's day and age is an absolute no-brainer in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So whether someone wants to utilize you guys at Entrust Arizona for the buy and hold strategy or for the fix and flip, can they do that with you guys?
Absolutely. Contrary to, like I said, most people believe, my financial planning friends always tell me, well, JP, where does it say that people can do more than stocks, bonds, and mutual funds? Prove it to me. So the first thing I let them know is that if they go to the IRS website, they can go to the IRS section 408, which is the section that defines an IRA and tells us this. The IRS doesn't write their code and say, here's all the things you can purchase with your IRA. There's not this magic list of permissible investment choices. They actually say, here are the 2 things you cannot purchase with your IRA. So there's only 2 investment limitations within your IRA. Number 1, collectibles, which are defined as, works of art, stamps and coins and antiques and gems and
Cars,
things like that. Cars.
Okay.
And life insurance contracts. So those are the only things you cannot purchase with your IRA. Everything else is permissible. So like you mentioned, the strategy of doing a fix and flip or doing a buy and hold, all of those are completely permissible. And real estate, of course, is a permissible investment within these accounts. So there's basically a world of choices out there. And again, the key to this is working with the right company. 99.99% of financial institutions that are in the retirement plan industry are in the stock market industry. Mm-hmm. So they have a vested interest in limiting their clients' choices to those products that they sell and that they give advice on. The government, Uncle Sam, doesn't care if you buy real estate, a fix and flip at auction, a stock, a bond, or do promissory notes or gold. The reality is we're looking to build wealth to become financially independent. And I think where most of my clients, when they hear this information, they're kind of like, wow, I didn't know I could do this. And there's a comfort they need to feel comfortable about that this is real because they've been told for so long it can't be done. So we offer a lot of education at Entrust Arizona to get you that comfort level, to go over the rules and regulations, to basically show you in black and white where in the Internal Revenue Code it outlines these specific rules that I'm talking about so that they can give their CPAs, their attorneys, their accountants, their financial planners that information. That because, the problem is even the professionals that advise clients have never been educated about this information.
It's interesting because, it's not wide known that people can actually do that. And the financial advisors, it's not in their